My name is Valerie McDonald, and this is my idea for a TV show series. This animated show would follow two dogs, Bella and Buddy, as they find themselves literally inside Bible story scenarios, and it would follow them as they have these adventures while trying to get back home in each episode. We would revisit some of the old favorite Bible stories and perhaps even introduce new ones that are not as common to find in children's storybooks today. For main characters, we have Bella. She's a Great Pyrenees big dog that has a level head on her shoulders. She's a little sassy, but she's a great decision maker, and she is always the one that Buddy turns to when he's in trouble, which is quite a lot. Buddy, he's our silly jokester. He's an Irish setter or an Irish setter mix, and he's always getting into scrapes. He's one of those leap before you look kind of dogs. We also have a family of four. We have Dad. He is a bit nerdy, likes to read a lot, a real loving kind of guy, laid back. Mom is a little more uptight. She has a schedule. She wants everyone to follow it. We have Jesse, a 7-year-old little boy, who's more like Dad than he is Mom. And then you have a little girl, Rebecca, who is a daddy's girl, just started kindergarten, real young, tender age. This family's close-knit. They read their Bible every night before they go to bed. They say their prayers, read the Bible, and go to bed as a family. The other characters would vary per episode, just whichever Bible story is going to be told that night. In the pilot episode, we are introduced to the family of four: Mom, Dad, Jesse, and Rebecca. And they are living in a big city. Now, this is going to be important to the storyline, especially this first episode. So it needs to be clear that big city they're living in, not the country at all. Mom and Dad and the two children are sitting in the living room. Dad sitting in a big armchair, little girl curled up in his lap, open Bible, and Mom and the son maybe on the couch beside them. The two dogs are going to be laying in the floor on a rug. Everyone's listening to Dad read the Bible story for the night. And tonight's Bible story happens to be the story of Noah's Ark. When Dad's done with the story, Mom, it's bedtime, let's go to bed right now. So as they get up to go to bed, Dad lays the open Bible on the coffee table, and the humans go to bed. The dogs stay where they are, curled up on the rug near the coffee table. Well, as the family leaves the room and gets settled down for the night, Buddy notices that there is a light shining on the Bible. And it's probably from a lamp, but Buddy's nosy, and as he goes to investigate, his nose accidentally nudges the Bible. Well, when that happens, Buddy is actually drawn into the book. Well, when Bella sees this, she immediately panics because she knows wherever Buddy goes, there's going to be trouble. So she follows him. What else could she do? There's nothing, that she can do except to go save her friend. So when they get into the story, they're, of course, where the Bible was open to, and that was the story of Noah's Ark. So here they are. Here they are on Noah's Ark, and the flood has already started. The rain's pouring. The ark's going to and fro, and there are all these animals that Bella and Buddy have never seen. They've seen other dogs. They have seen a few cats and maybe a bird or two in the park, but they have never seen the likes of some of these animals. So they're in shock for a few seconds when they get into the ark. And Bella, of course, is the first one to come to her senses, and she's thinking, oh my gosh, we have got to get out of here. What do we do? So she and Buddy start looking for somewhere to hide, for they know there's only supposed to be 2 of some kind and 7 of other animals, and when the head count gets going, Noah's going to realize that these dogs aren't supposed to be on the ark. So as they're looking for somewhere to hide, Buddy, of course, gets distracted, and he gets distracted by some chickens. They start talking to him, and as he stops, Bella doesn't realize he stopped, and she goes on. And as these chickens are talking to Buddy, they convince him to open their gate, or their cage, or whatever it is they're in. Well, he does. As soon as he does, they attack him. All right, here's poor Buddy, trying to be nice to these animals he's never saw before, and they're attacking him. So he tugs tail and runs with these chickens attacking his hindquarters. Bella turns around to see Buddy running at her full force. All right, so here's where her quick thinking comes into play. She has to figure out a way to get Buddy away from the chickens, divert the chickens, and get them back in their cage before Noah finds out. And they still have the problem of finding somewhere to hide until they can figure out how to get back home. The pilot episode would end with Bella and Buddy back at home, laying on the rug again the next morning, and Jesse would find a chicken feather stuck in Buddy's collar. The whole breakfast table conversation that morning would be centered around that feather. Episodes for this program would be easy to make. There are so many different Bible stories out there that could just play right into Bella and Buddy's personalities. Each night Dad would read a different Bible story, leaving the Bible open to that story, and they would, kind of seem to enjoy Noah's Ark, so they wanted to see what else they could get into, and they would revisit the Bible time and time again. Stories like Jonah and the well, they could actually be on the boat where Jonah was tossed off of, and see him get swallowed by the big fish. You could have Rahab and the spies. The dogs could find themselves in the apartment or in the house of Rahab when the walls of Jericho get knocked down. You've got the story of Moses delivering the children of Israel out of Egypt. The 10 plagues go along with that. I can just see Bella and Buddy and the plague of locusts. That would be great. You have Solomon's wisdom. That would be one of those that's not often told for children, but they could find themselves in the court of Solomon and watch some of his decision-making skills. Then you have another common one, David and Goliath. The dogs could find themselves in the camp of David and his brothers as they choose to take on Goliath. Another one that's not as common for children would be Paul and Silas when they were delivered from jail by an earthquake. I think that would be an interesting one for Bella and Buddy to be involved with as well. Thank you for taking time to watch this.